Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
And a good morning to you. Time for the sports section here on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. We are broadcasting live from Barnwired at 119 East Marion in Sigourney. Get in here for some breakfast and coffee to get you going on this beautiful Saturday morning here in southeast Iowa. Well, we had last week off because I was a little bit under the weather. My voice still sounds a little bit under the weather, but hey, I'm not doing the hosting. We've got Farmer Jenny Hobbs in her overalls today to do the hosting duties. We've got Sigourney girls basketball coming up here shortly, but we're going to kick things off with Mid-Prairie Wrestling's Lakin Lee. Jenny, take it away.
Well, first of all, yes, I do have a gardening workshop I have here in a little bit in Westchester. So that's why the bibs. And they're comfortable. Anyway, so Lakin Lee, first of all, how cool of a name to be announced. Lakin Lee! Anyway, so let's just tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, I did my research last night, but what grade are you? You know, how'd you get into wrestling? All those kind of things.
So I'm a freshman, and I started wrestling. Well, I wrestled once, and I was in like 3rd grade, and I had to wrestle boys, and that just wasn't very fun. So then I quit until about 7th grade when it became sanctioned, and my parents forced me to go out. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just go out. So then I did it 7th and 8th grade, and it was fun. And then I went out this year and just wrestled, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so I read the article about you qualifying for state. So let's just jump ahead. To me, the regular season's all about learning and, getting better and all that sort of stuff. But where the action happens is it regionals, sectionals, districts in wrestling nowadays? They've changed so many times over the years that...
For girls, we have regionals, and they split it up in, 8 sections maybe.
Okay, so regionals. You had a first-round loss, and then had to wrestle back all the way. So tell us a little bit about that. How many matches did you end up having that day?
I don't know, 6 maybe? 7, I guess. So I won my first one, and then I got my second one, and she pinned me in first period maybe. And then if the only way I could qualify now is I had to wrestle back the whole bracket. And so then I got put into the losers gym and had to wrestle there for a little while. And I wrestled probably 3-4 in there, and then I had my 3rd place match in the big gym, and that was the girl who beat me earlier. So I had to come back from that to get 3rd. I ended up pinning her, and then I had my wrestle back for 2nd. And that one, it took a little while, and then I had her in headlock for a while, and just her shoulders weren't on the ground, and then the ref finally called it, and then I got to go to state. So, yeah.
So that was, I mean, that's toughness. That's mental toughness right there, having to, you know that your next one that you lose, you're done. You're out, you're done, going home. Well, freshman year's over. But you battled and battled and battled all the way back and got second. So tell me a little bit about, and like I said, we discussed before going on air, her matches at state a little bit. As a freshman, state's a learning experience. So just talk about a little bit at state, maybe what you learned from your matches at state.
So I went in the state as a 15th seed, which I'm not going to complain because it's better than 16th, so wasn't the worst one there. So I went there and I was put against the number 2 seed, and I've already had to wrestle her at East Buchanan, and she's pretty good. She's pretty tough. She's pretty strong. So I wasn't too confident going into that one, but I was like, maybe something will happen and maybe I'll just beat her. I did not just beat her.
So are you telling me your coach didn't have a game plan for you for that wrestle, that match? You wrestled her before. I mean, you got a game. What was the game plan going in?
My game plan was just to go chin whip her. Did not work.
I don't know what that is. A chin whip. Okay. Don't demonstrate on me.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe later. I do want to know though. I absolutely love wrestling, so.
I don't know. I was just gonna try to not get taken down. I mean, it worked for a little bit, but then it didn't work anymore, and she took me down.
Well, you gotta be aggressive. I mean, you gotta, right?
Yeah. I probably wasn't the most aggressive person. A little intimidated, but.
What grade was she?
She's a senior.
There you go.
I think she has, over 100, maybe 150. She has a lot of wins on her.
Okay, so then what was your second match?
My second match, I was a little more confident. I'm like, all right, this girl, she's lost too, so maybe I can get this one. So I went out there. I was trying to take some shots. No, I don't even remember what happened mostly. I just know. And we went to the second period, and she grabbed my leg, and I didn't know what to do. I was looking over at my coaches, and they're trying to tell me what to do, and I didn't know what they're trying to tell me. So I was just like, all right, I'll just try to hold this off for a little bit. And then held it off for a little bit, but I did end up getting pinned. So.
Again, being the aggressor, to me, you're either going to be aggressive or lose. So there we go. So tell us about what you have planned now. Now it's the off season. Now you know what to expect. I'm assuming, obviously, your goal is to get back to state and win some matches at state. So what are you going to do this spring, summer, fall?
Right now I'm taking a little break, but I'm supposed to do some off-season training with my uncle and cousin, and then I'm going to do some wrestling camps this summer, and then some open matches this summer when we can get back in the wrestling room, and maybe hit a freestyle tournament or two. I don't really know yet. And then just train a little more and get ready for next season.
So is there a club that you join for off-season tournaments?
Not yet. I haven't really looked at clubs yet, but I might later. I'm not sure.
Okay. What else? Do you play any other sports?
I do competition dance over in Oskaloosa, so that's kind of in full swing right now. And wrestling. I did volleyball this year. And, yeah, volleyball and wrestling and dance, and, yeah.
All right. Steve, do you have any questions for Lakin?
I was going to ask, as far as your school wrestling program, how many girls are out for wrestling in Prairie?
I think we started off with, 23 girls.
Wow.
That's good.
But we lost a couple, and I'm not sure how many we ended the season with, but we still have a lot of girls that are interested, and I know that there's quite a bit of 8th graders that we're going to have join next year, so it'll be good to get more girls in there.
And more competition to practice. Mm-hmm. And now, do you guys, I know the answer to this probably, but back in my day, and I'm a Mid-Prairie graduate, I'm a Mid-Prairie Golden Hawk, our boys would go to the University of Iowa and wrestle in the Iowa wrestling room against some of the, not Tom and Brands and those guys that they're top tier wrestlers when I was a kid. But like they would get a wrestle and, Dan Gable would be around and all that stuff. Do you guys have that opportunity to go anywhere or do anything to get a little extra practice or extra competition?
There's some girls that go to extra clubs. I went to a club for just a couple practices. It was in Iowa City, the Iowa City Wrestling Academy with Colby Franklin and Alex Marinelli. So I've been there a couple times, and I wouldn't say there's necessary opportunities to practice, but they're not holding you back from going out and getting extra reps in or anything.
Good. So what are you looking for? What's your goal next year? We got to have a goal.
Next year my goal is obviously to qualify again for state and maybe place this time, because when they split it into 1 and 2A, it's harder to qualify, but it's easier to place. So
they are going to split it next year?
Well, this year they split it. I don't know if they're going to split it again, but next year my goal is to, place, but if not that, at least win a match. So
You're going to place.
Hopefully.
I want you to have a positive attitude. You're going to place.
That's the goal.
Okay. Now, are you trying to change weight classes? As females, I've always said, you never ask your weight. So we're not going to talk about weights. But are you planning on, are you at that weight? And I know what it is, but are you at that weight, or do you want to go up, down? How does that work? And as freshmen, you're going to get bigger. You're going to grow, maybe. Well, girls get boobs and butts, so.
My goal is to stay at where I'm at. So maintain right now, I'm maintaining fine.
Okay.
I mean, maybe drop. I don't plan on it though. I'll probably just maintain at what I'm at, because I feel where I'm at is a good weight class. It's challenging, but I feel like, I don't know, I can keep holding on for a little while.
Were you at that weight, or are you under? Because some people have to wrestle up just because the rotations or whatever, the lineups, where we need you at this weight, but you're actually underweight or whatever.
No, I was at my weight. I the most I had to cut was 2 pounds at most, but I'm a sweater, so the night before didn't have to worry much. Maybe sit in the sauna if I had to, but when we got to 2 pounds, that was a lifesaver. So I was still always terrified of being over, so I'd still always make sure I was under 140. But
this always grossed me out. Kids spit in the water bottle all day long, to lose weight, and I was just as a science teacher, that completely grossed me out. And I was like, this is unhealthy, but whatever. Did you ever have to do drastic measures? They used to wear sauna suits. Mm-hmm. They're illegal, but I think people still do them.
Still do them, but
illegal. Yeah, they used to wear sauna suits all the time.
Is that the old Vision Quest?
Yes. Have you seen that movie, Vision Quest? Mm-mm. Okay, I know it's old, but it is actually a really good movie. It's about wrestling. Vision Quest. Anyway, so yeah, I recommend it. But any sports movie that has a triumph. My kids this week are talking about Miracle. The movie. Please tell me you've seen that. Hoosiers. Anything with inspirational, they came from behind and won. The underdog.
We're old, Jenny. You're showing your age.
I guess. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go. Anyway, they're good movies. The 80s had great movies. Anyway, I recommend. Okay. Vision Quest. That was one of my favorites.
Lunatic Fringe.
Okay, now you. Just sports movies.
You better give a shout out to some of your coaches. Who are your coaches for mid-prayer?
So my coach is Brock Moore. He's right over here. He's shy today. And then my other coach is Derek. What's his last name? Elridge. Derek Elridge. We call him Zarek, but Zarek did not make an appearance today.
And then another normal question that we ask on the sports section is, what is your routine to get kind of psyched up for a match? Is there a certain song? Is there a certain playlist that you listen to?
What I do is I put on just my warm-up jacket, and I put on my AirPods. Well, yeah. And I have a wrestling playlist, but most of the songs I end up skipping, and I basically just listen to rock. Rap doesn't do it for me. I gotta listen to the rock, and it gets me pumped up and ready to go.
Name your one. If you were to be introduced like a pro wrestler to come out to your match, what would be your entrance theme?
Do you have a nickname?
No.
No. We have to think on that.
My entrance song would probably be Agora Hills by Doja Cat. It's not rock or anything, but I don't know. I just like the song.
You got me on that one. I don't know that one. Jenny, you got anything?
I don't. Do you have anything you want to add, or? I will thank you for coming over.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's awesome. And thanks, Brock, her coach, for coming over and supporting. And her parents are here. Thank you very much. So you probably can't drive yet, can you?
I can drive to school, but that's about it.
You have a farm permit or something to just put a bale of hay in the back and drive wherever you want? That's what I hear what the kids do.
I mean, technically, maybe some days, but not always.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Lakin, for coming on.
Having me.
And best of luck. You know, I'll always cheer for the Mid-Prairie Golden Hawks. And, yeah, go Hawks.
By the way, this is the debut of a Mid-Prairie athlete on the sports section. So you're breaking down barriers for Mid-Prairie.
And I did not. I had nothing to do with it. Steve,
yeah, it was all me.
Steve got her.
Trying to get my mouse to work. That's why I'm slamming it on the table. But Lakin, thank you so much. And we'll have to do it again. That's Lakin Lee from Mid-Prairie Wrestling. We got Sigourney girls basketball coming up here on the sports section.
Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or online at www.aerealtyinc.com.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
We are always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Iowa Edelweiss wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a great wine for spring. It's a fruity, semi-sweet white wine that offers orange, pear, and pineapple hints on both the nose and palate. It's great served chilled and simply sipped, and it enhances spicy Asian stir fry or a traditional family dinner of glazed ham studded with pineapple. Tassel Ridge Iowa Edelweiss is available at many of our 350 retailers in Iowa. Look for the tall blue bottle with an image of a wine glass on the label.
Hey, and we're back here on the sports section. We are live from Barnwired on this Saturday morning. And let's take a look at our Athlete of the Week for this past week, as voted on by the folks here on Steve Shetler Media Facebook and YouTube. The Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic's Athlete of the Week was Kaylee Helm from EBF Girls Basketball. Congratulations to Kaylee. You see her cutting down the nets on your screen. And then we've got our Team of the Week also from EBF, the girls basketball team. They are Kelly Stiles, State Farm Team of the Week. So EBF girls basketball dominating our polls this week for the Team of the Week and the Athlete of the Week. Of course, they were shockingly beat yesterday at the state girls basketball tournament. All right, we go back live here to Barnwired. We welcome in Sigourney girls basketball. We're going to recap the season with Coach Weber and some of the girls. And Jenny Hobbs is our host. Jenny, take it away.
Well, thank you guys for coming. Team to me, that's near and dear to my heart. So yeah, Coach Weber, why don't you just kind of tell us your record? And I know there's some records set this year. Individual, I don't know about team records, but individual records, team records, all those sort of things.
Yeah, so I think we finished 19-6, I believe. Almost got to that 20-win mark. Obviously, finished in the regional final against a very tough Springvale team. My girls played really hard. I can't thank them enough. Cried with them after the game, actually. It's fine, whatever. But we had a very good season. I'm really, like I said, all I ever say is I'm really proud of them. But, seriously, these kids, I love them. They're my own children, and I have no children besides my dog. I love them so much. I'm so glad that they adapted with me this year. It's a lot. As a first-year coach, to come into a brand-new program, well, not brand new, but brand new to me program, and, coach at my alma mater, it's so fun. But like you said, we had lots of records broken. Bryn set the record for most steals in a game with 14.
What record did she beat?
Autumn and Summers.
Okay.
There was
and
a
what
tie.
was that?
10.
And Amy Dobbins from back in the day. Amy, shout out.
She wasn't on there, so I don't know.
She had 10.
I don't know.
Against Iowa Valley one year.
But anyway, so she beat Summer and Autumn and Amy. And then Josephine set the record for most rebounds in a career. Carolyn had it.
Yep.
It's above 805.
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't really updated that record yet. Then we set the school record for most threes in a game with 12 against Waco, and tied it one other time, or Moravia, and tied it against Waco. Yep. Thanks, Bailey. And I'm sure there's more, but to be honest, I haven't quite looked at that yet. I'm taking a break from basketball, so yeah. But yeah, good season for us. So.
Have you watched that Springville game yet?
No.
That was always the hardest for me. It took a little while.
I did the stats a week later. So
yeah,
I haven't
it took a while.
I tried to watch it the other day and I shut the lid.
Yeah,
couldn't do it.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and introduce the girls. You have to introduce yourselves. I mean, I know all of you since a long, long time, but
I'm Bailey Gretter and I'm a sophomore. I'm Becca Gretter and I'm a freshman.
And I'm McKinley Chittick and I'm a senior.
So let's keep the mic with McKinley here. Okay, so summarize your senior year.
It was a lot of fun. We had a really young team this year, I thought. We had 3 returners for seniors, and we just had freshmen. Becca was playing, and then Bryn was starting. And it was a really good season. I think we did a tremendous job, way better than I thought we were going to do going into it. I was happy if we went 500 this year and exceeded expectations a lot.
Yeah, I thought you did great. I was really happy.
But it was a lot of fun this year, and just winning and having energy as a team and just playing together as a team was a lot of fun.
So what is your guys' philosophy? Every coach has a philosophy, or maybe what's the team, huddle, last thing you say before you go out there, or what's kind of, if it's appropriate for... It is a family-friendly show, but what do you guys say, or what's the motto?
I don't think we really have a motto.
Box out.
Well, yeah, that's in the middle of the game, screaming, but
it's because you guys can't hear me, so I scream, and then you still don't hear me, and so I just look dumb.
I was just locked in.
Too.
Yeah, you are locked in.
I don't really think we have a motto.
Okay.
Just box out.
Which rebound wins championships. Okay, so pass it to little freshman there. There we go. All right, Becca. So tell me your role on the team this year.
The seniors will definitely be missed. I feel like we did have a really good season, a tough loss against Springville. I wasn't playing at the beginning of the season that much, but then Bailey got hurt, so then I kind of had to. Yeah, I'm definitely glad she'll be back next year, though.
What? Don't give it away yet. How is it playing with your big sister?
I like it. Sometimes she yells at me a little more,
but you can take it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, pass it to Oh, you got one? All right, Bailey. Well, first of all, tell us about why you weren't playing at the end of the season.
The game against Kyoto, I broke my wrist. So,
yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I didn't play the rest of the season, but then I was just on the bench, and that was still fun, being able to cheer on my teammates. So
what's your goal for next year then?
Yeah, I'm obviously going to be back, and my goal is just to be a leader on the court and hopefully have a good next season.
I will say that Bailey has been my best junior high point guard I have ever coached. It helps she's left-handed too, but she just always just passed ahead, and I absolutely love passing ahead for easy baskets. Right? Who wants to play? Yeah. Who wants to run a half-court offense? I mean, let's score layups. But anyway, and I've had the chance to coach all these guys, and I've enjoyed it. And McKinley even dropped her rabbit back off at my house. And because, I kept having babies or something, and she didn't want it. Which, by the way, she had another litter. She had 5, and she's done great. But anyway, give it back to McKinley. Let's talk about future plans. She's a senior. Let's talk. Because, she's got the Iowa State sweatshirt on, repping today. So tell us what you're going to do.
I'm going up to Iowa State to major in pre-vet med and hopefully become a large animal vet someday in 8 years.
So you'll be coming back and giving me some free, maybe?
I don't know about free because I'm going to have a lot of debt, but
I will, I'll help you out.
Okay.
I'll give you eggs. See,
yeah.
made up
That'll
for
work.
it.
Yeah. I don't eat eggs.
Hence the shin splints. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of that, as we know, McKinley last year, track season, battled through, made it state, took off the boot, jumped, went to state. How is that feeling right now? Is it feeling healed or?
They weren't terrible towards the end of the basketball season. Springville, shins kind of kicked up a little bit, but they honestly haven't been that terrible.
Good.
So hopefully maybe just high jump this year and they'll be set.
All right. Give it back to Coach Weber. What about goals for next year? Sorry, we've got to move on.
Goals for next year is just to keep improving. We had some. Okay, I should correct. Play a full 4 quarters every game. We had some really close games with Monty, Sully, North Mahaska, where we play a good, strong 3.5 and fall off. That's on me, sort of. I have a rotation about 6 or 7 girls, so we need to get a little deeper in our bench, get some work in the summer, and, be able to use 8, 9, 10 girls in a game. So I think that's our main goal, and then, just to keep winning. I hate losing just as much as you do, but love watching Iowa State lose.
Ouch.
Yep.
I was cheering for the Iowa women last night. They should. That was a great. Did you see that last out of bounds play? That was great.
Okay,
that was a good
Hannah
shot.
should not have had the ball.
Well, no, but that was 0.7 seconds left. I would have. That was a great shot.
Yeah, neither here nor there. Goals win. Hate losing.
Okay, so what's the plans for the summer then? So then you got to have a goal. You got to have a plan to win.
Yeah.
How you gonna win?
Get lots of shots up in the summer. Get in the gym a bunch. Hopefully, a lot of my girls will go play travel ball. I know Bryn will. Some other girls have expressed interest with private lessons with people, and just getting as much work as possible to be the best that we can be. So, getting in the gym as much as possible. Getting in the weight room as well. I know girls don't like to do that as much, but it needs to be done.
And that's so much true. The strongest kids win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we proved that for years when I was coaching in Sigourney. So let's talk about, and I just found out that you're the track coach.
I am.
I know, sorry, this is transferring from basketball to track, and all these guys run track. So, have you started practice?
Start Monday.
Oh, and I resigned as junior high track coach, but due to some other circumstances, well, guess what? I'm coaching junior high track again. Shocker. We start Monday too.
Nice.
Yay. So you guys all run track. So talk about a little bit. High jumper only.
Yeah,
high jumper. You guys are still hurdling? Or gave up hurdles.
In junior high, I did a lot of hurdles, and I fell a couple times. I didn't really like it.
Sorry,
it wasn't for
I
me.
made you.
And I was more of a sprinter. I did some 400s, but then last year I became more of a distant runner. I did a lot of 800s and 400s, like every single meet, and it's not my favorite, but
Do it for the team, right,
Yep.
Bailey? Do it for the team.
Yep.
And Becca runs distance.
Yeah, hopefully just 800s this year. Was not a huge fan of the mile. I did hurdles last year, 200 hurdles, and they were also not my favorite.
But you know, especially as junior high coaches, you try to get kids in events,
Right.
and try to fill events without making you have to run 800s and that. So sorry about that. No, so what's your goal for as a track coach? How many kids are you going to have out, do you think?
So we had our meeting last week, and I think we have roughly 20, 22, give or take. I guess it just depends who shows up Monday.
That's what I always say. We'll see.
Yeah. So my goal is just, just develop them as athletes. Track is kind of an individualized team sport. So, they know how to push themselves. I can tell them what to do, but if they listen to me, that's I don't know. I know track. I don't really know a whole lot about track to know like a bunch of stuff. So I have a lot of people helping me out. Shout out to them. Josh Clubb is my assistant now, and then Cody Branstad is going to help us too a little bit. So that'll be really nice to have a runner in my back pocket.
And a vet.
Yeah, and a vet too. There from McKinley. Casually bring my dog to practice. But I think it'll be fun. Just have fun with the girls. Really develop relationships and hopefully get back to state. Right, McKinley?
Yeah.
And I've always felt track is such an important sport to help with all other sports. I mean, gets you in shape for softball, keeps you in shape after basketball, makes you stronger. And I think the biggest benefit of track is just mental toughness.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when you have to run somebody down or stay ahead of somebody, it's just pure guts, pure mental, all that sort of stuff. It's just, huge believer in track. And I'm a huge believer in all sports because I coached all of them and I played all of them. So speaking of multi-sport athletes, it was kind of fun to watch Mount Vernon win the girls' state basketball championship last night. Because there you have first team All-State, going to go to Louisville and play volleyball, Meester, and then the Huber kid, who her mom played basketball at Iowa State. But she was the volleyball setter. She made all-tournament team at state when they won the state championship in volleyball. So you can excel at a lot of different sports.
Yeah.
Because when I was in high school, Mount Vernon dominated at volleyball, but they were last in the conference in basketball. I mean, they weren't very good. Yeah. But when you have athletes that play all the sports, right, guys? And because I know you guys play volleyball too, it just makes everybody's a winner then.
Yep.
So it gets just that winning mentality. And anyway, off soapbox. But keep playing all the sports. It's very, very good for you mentally and all that stuff. All right. Okay, well, I guess we'll bring up Steve's question always.
What if I don't have a question? All right, so I think we probably asked this before. We'll ask these specific girls the question of, what's your jam heading into a game, a basketball game? Is there a certain song that you guys as a group likes to listen to? We've talked to several teams during the winter months that maybe in the locker room as a team that they get psyched up to a certain song. Is there a song that the Sigourney girls basketball team rocks out to before they go out on the court?
I don't think there was one for basketball. I think we just played like random songs and whatever like we were feeling we just played that night. But for volleyball, we always played Since You've Been Gone from Pitch Perfect. So there was one for that.
Yeah.
Is that a group effort? Did you sing along with it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
In the locker room shower normally.
Good acoustics.
Yes, get that shower effect. Did you guys want to perform any of it today?
I do not, unfortunately.
Well, you have to ask. You never know.
Well, McKinley's probably got to get to work. Is the greenhouse open?
No, not yet, but I was there last night. I'm not going back this morning. Hey, they work there too.
Yep.
Well, Becca's going to in the summer.
Yeah. So you're saying Becca needs a job, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She does.
Well, good. Then when I go out there, I'll see you guys.
Yep.
All right. And Toby keeps putting stuff in the cart, and I'm like,
Yep.
Okay, what else I was going to say? I don't know. So you don't do a TikTok before the games or anything, which I would absolutely hate as a coach, but whatever.
No, we don't really make TikToks.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
No.
No?
I was going to say, of course, Steve Shetler Media followed you guys on the road this year for several games, and we really enjoyed watching you guys play. So, it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to do it again next year.
Yeah, thanks so much for following with us. I know a lot of my family watched from way away, so
I did. I watched you. I watched you, Steve.
Out-of-town games are hard to get to sometimes,
Yeah.
so it was a lot of fun. All right.
Thank you.
Well, I think that'll do it. Sigourney girls basketball. Let's get a picture before you get out of here. I just about forgot on our first guest. Oh, we're really posing on this one. All right. I think we got a good one. Okay, that'll do it for our sports section. Again, we are live every Saturday morning at Barnwired in Sigourney, and we'll do the show again next week starting at 8 a.m. Tune in then. For the sports section, we're live from Barnwired.